Ladies and gentlemen, this is Courtney Clenny and her attorney. And her attorney is attempting to keep her fans only, her activity online out of the trial. And I don't see how he can do that, but this is what he's attempting to do. So, fans only, star Courtney Clenny's lawyer doesn't want explicit content released in the murder trial. Well, good luck. But, this is what she boasts about doing. And, she was boasting about having over 2 million fans and everything. So, what makes you think that shouldn't be part of her trial? So, a Florida judge on Tuesday rejected a bid from OnlyFans star Courtney Clenny's lawyer to restrict the release of the sexually explicit material to the public as she faces a murder trial for the death of her boyfriend. Clenny, who boasted 2 million Instagram followers and a once thriving OnlyFans page, is charged with plunging a knife into the chest of her boyfriend, Christian Obumseli, inside their luxury Miami apartment in April. So, I'm kind of glad that was rejected. So, with Clenny looking all glummy in orange scrubs and a surgical mask, her attorney, Frank Preto, warned the prosecutors could potentially release the material that was found on and seized on her cell phone. So apparently, she had some pretty explicit photos of herself on her phone. Now, it doesn't say if these photos were with her, you know, Nigerian boyfriend who's dead now. It does not really get into detail, but I wouldn't be surprised if that is on there. Okay, so her attorney feels like this could poison a jury if they see these explicit photos of her. There's a hunger for these cases in the media. What we're trying to do is make sure this case is tried in a court of law, he argued Tuesday morning. Preto said Clenny recorded explicit videos, which he termed pornography, for her thriving OnlyFans site on her device. Oh, that's what's on there. Okay, well, I mean, why clean her up now? This is turning into a circus of media outlets publishing salacious material that has absolutely nothing to do with guilt or innocent in this case, Preto argued. Well, if this is part of what she did for a living, it is part of the case. I don't see how it's not. So, a judge rejected a bid from Courtney Clenny's lawyer to restrict the release of sexually explicit material to the public. A judge rejected a bid from the OnlyFans star Courtney Clenny's lawyer to prevent an alleged murderer's explicit content to be released during her trial. So the judge is saying this stuff can be released to the public and it can be released during her trial. They are not going to restrict the material, and they shouldn't. He noted that the state attorney already released a video of Clenny and Obumseli fighting inside of an elevator at their building to bolster their second degree murder case against her. And I don't even know why she's being charged with second degree murder. It really should be first degree murder, being that they've had a violent history. And she was definitely the aggressor inside of that elevator. And that's exactly what her own friends even told the police, that whenever they had fights, she was always the one that was the aggressor. Preto said the drip of similar releases down the road would erode Clenny's shot at a fair and impartial trial. Wow, it would. So he was asking for a protective order that would limit materials that are produced in Discovery, that are made available to the media and public. The judge ultimately denied the motion in interest of transparency. So the judge said no, he was not going to hide what explicit photos and videos there were. They're not hiding it. Okay, so Judge Diana Venzcano ultimately denied the motion in the interest of transparency. Prosecutors assert that Clenny was the aggressor in the fatal confrontation with Obamseli, and that she brutally stabbed the unarmed cryptocurrency trader. She told investigators that she threw a knife at him from several feet away. After the knife threw her on the floor. So she's saying that when she threw the knife, she fell back on the floor. And that's the knife that went into his chest. And of course, the forensic evidence proved that that is impossible, that she was standing directly in front of him and she plunged that knife into his chest. It was not thrown from several feet across the room. Preto has forcefully argued that Obamseli was routinely abusive towards Clenny during their volatile relationship and that she killed him in self defense. So, ladies and gentlemen, they have a trial date. It is December 19th, 2022. Well, when you look at these photos, she certainly looks like a whole different person now, don't she? You know? And it's that, when they're on Instagram, Instagram model, OnlyFans model, they're literally selling you a fantasy, you know? And when you look at her now, if you put her side by side from her picture that you've seen with Toby Obamseli and what she looks like now, it is really not the same. And that's all you're getting is literally a fantasy when you look at these women online. But I have seen so many videos of men and they're dating these alleged Instagram models, and it turns out tragic, or it turns out to be heartbreaking for them. But hey, I mean, if these are the things that people want, it is what it is, right? But y'all, please tell me what you think about this video and this latest update of her attorney attempting to get explicit photos from being released of her that were on her cell phone, and which I don't think it should be excluded, but as you could see, the judge did not believe that either. They rejected this attorney's motion to not have those photos released to the public and during the trial. And if this is what she did for a living, I'm sure she was making good money having over 2 million followers. She was probably making very good money. They get the opportunity to do that. We don't, but they certainly do. And I'm just telling you, if this is what she did and this is what she was doing at the time when Christian Toby Obumseli was alive, then why should it be excluded? I'm just saying. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.